There is a downside to a lot of these things too. Like, yeah, things do processes take a long time. That can be frustrating. But if you know that in advance, it can be less frustrating. You know, you're going to go to the ER, but the person that you're going to see might not necessarily be the person that you want to be seeing at that moment because you're not choosing your doctor. Well, you know, these are things that you can prepare yourself for, but you always have that expectation. That expectation is almost always met, in my experience.
Wow. I agree.
Yeah, and that goes again for public transportation. You're not going to be late unless you misjudged the time. So I think there's a tendency in Japan for people not to want to take personal responsibility for things. There's more of a collective responsibility for things that happen. And so that being the case also can help set you up for success. So say your train is late. You don't need to explain that to your boss. You just go stop at the station once you get there and get a piece of paper that says Sarai is late because there was an accident, and you present that to your boss, and it's accepted. Like, things are just
like a doctor's note.
Yeah, it is what it is. You don't need to explain yourself. That's a thing. Yes. Yes.
That's hilarious. I love it. Yeah.
These are all things that I can appreciate, because for me it's very awkward to have to call on the phone and say, listen, I'm going to be 30 minutes late because the train's running late, and there are like 5,000 people waiting here for the 6 trains that they, you know, weren't able to make, and now we're all going to have to try and get on one. Like, I don't need to do that at all. I just get to work and I give the piece of paper, and, you know, it is what it is, and people just accept it and move on.
Yeah.
That's so nice. That's so convenient.
It's the conveniences, and you said it perfect. It's the conveniences of living here that are what I appreciate most, personally. I think that it suits. I'll use the phrase that I used the last time. It's like, it's almost like a paradise for autistic people. It's like autistic heaven in those ways, because you know exactly what to expect, and that's what you're going to get, and that's the way that it's going to go. And everybody understands that, because that is the way it is here. There's a collective understanding. There's a mutual agreement that this is the way that things go. And so you don't have to use all that excess energy, you know, waste your frustration on those sort of things that would be an issue if you were living somewhere like the US.